Ooh, here I go. Here I am. Welcome, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hope everybody's having a fabulous day today so far. So, for those who are joining me or watching for the first time or watching the replay, thank you very much. And my name is Mary Jane Tracy. I'm a psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach. Today is every Tuesday. I come in and we do Intuitive Astrology Tuesday. And there I do readings, a general reading. It's a general reading, not a specific reading to anybody, but it's a general reading for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And so I go into and I talk about the energies that are happening within that sign. So it's an overall general reading. If it feels right to you, then it's right for you. If it doesn't feel right to you, then it doesn't feel right to you. Just honor yourself with how it feels. Because sometimes you do a reading and just like, oh, okay, I don't connect with what's being said, especially when it's a channeled reading. So not everything's going to be for everyone. So just honor yourself with that. So I have the cards out. I use these astrology reading cards. I use the fortune. This is the astrology, the fortune. I have my moonology cards, and archangel cards came out today for the reading. Ooh, they're all sort of bunched in here. So we have the archangel cards here, and of course, we have the tarot for this too. And in the lovely little box, we have my lovely little goddess box. Ta-da, goddess box. And in this goddess box are each of the signs. They're in here. Here they are, all of them. And they're being shuffled up. So we never know who's going to go first, and we don't know who's going to go last. So there we go. Put those down in there. And I saged everything this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Saged everything this morning. So it's all nicely saged for everyone. So let's talk a little bit about the energies today before we get into each individual sign. Is that the moon is in Cancer. And it's the first time in 18 months that the moon has been in Cancer without the North Node in there. So it's really in full force. The nodes kind of, when the nodes are in a sign, it kind of hides things, or it's activates different parts of it. So the moon is in its home sign. It's full force. Mercury is in its home sign, and he's there with the North Node now, the North Node in Gemini. So we have Mercury and the North Node there, and Mercury is going opposite. Mercury, where are you? Pulling up my stuff over here. So we have Mercury going over, and he's sextiling over to Mars. What does that mean? It's like, oh my God, she's using these words. I don't know what they mean. But what that means is because Mars is over in Pisces. So it's going over there, and it's trying or talking over there to Mr. Mars. And Mars is saying, you know what? It's up to you. It's up to you on what it is that you want to do. If you want to have the burst of energy, because, Mars is kind of not in a good spot. He says, if you want to do this, it's up to you. You have the full capacity to step into where you want to step into. You have the full capacity to step out of your delusions and into where you want to be. And with that moon opposite Jupiter today, and they're going to be at 27 degrees with that moon opposite Jupiter. That's really, and Jupiter, here's the moon in its domicile, and Jupiter is in its fall position, but there's no nodes there. And so we're going to see that full force, because here it is. It's like, where do you, here, I want to illuminate things, because, Jupiter expands, and the moon is in Cancer. So it's emotion. So we're probably going to see a lot of emotions coming up today. We're probably going to see a lot of, especially on within our own lives, but even around us, we're going to find a lot of emotions. A lot of people might be triggered today with a lot of energies being rising up within them. We might even see where new ideas or new clarities coming in that were not expected, or something new that's going to come in, especially with that Mercury there and this and that Gemini North Node. So we have something unexpected that is unforeseen. We're not prepared for it, and we're not prepared for this energy to come, for this change to come forward. So there's some newness that's coming in there, and the information is going to come through this week. So information is going to come through this week for us, and especially with that, with Mercury being in that Gemini there and that moon. So something's going to get activated. So there's something that is unforeseen that's going to come forward for us, or for the collective, or for, coming up this week. So I just feel like there's just something unforeseen that's going to come in for us this week. And it's kind of like, if we're in the right space emotionally, it's not going to be a bad thing. Oh, my guides just say, but it's how you interpret what is bad. What you interpret is in what is bad. So there's this energy or newness or something that's going to come in, because we know Neptune is slowing down. So the veils are getting very thin, because he's going to be going retrograde in the next month. So we have that energy coming in. So there's something new that's going to be coming in this week. And with that moon is just, and Jupiter, there's information that's going to come in, but it's unpredictable. Something unpredictable is going to be coming in. So we're in a very emotional time, and especially with that Cancer energy. And it's going to be there till tomorrow. I mean, that moon is in Cancer until tomorrow. And then Thursday, Friday, we have it going into Leo, and then Saturday into Virgo. So we have quite an emotional energies that are coming in for us, and a lot of things that I feel for us unpredictable. So it's almost where we need to look at, what do you need? What can you take away? Like, what is important to you at this time? What is important to you upon what you are doing? Like, are you carrying things that you can just sort of pick up or do wherever? Or are you bringing in what is important and essential in your life? Or do you have some excess baggage that doesn't need to be carried around? Like, it can be left, or you can let go of it. And that's part of that emotional part that's coming in. So there's parts for us and that we are going to feel and see that are going to be changing up this week. Boy, this is going to be a switch up week. It's like a big switchback. I don't know if anybody's ever driven any BC highways or any back road highways, or going up to ski hills. Ski hills always have a switchback, right? And they have this kind of switchback. And sometimes you don't know what's around that corner. So you can't just take a switchback and go and really go crazy on it. But you got to take the switchback, and you got to make sure you stay in your lane, and you're going up or you're coming down, because sometimes you can't fully see what else is coming around that corner. So there's some unexpected switchbacks that are going to be coming in this week for us. And that's what they're showing me. Ooh, pretty crazy. Crazy energies, yeah. And it's going to be, we're going to be start seeing things unexpectedly come forward for us. So it's going to be an interesting week for us all, right? Right? Manitoba schools are going back Monday. Nice. Manitoba, yeah. So things unexpected are going to come in. It's going to it's just, I just feel like there's just something, and there's something, I think, I might be mistaken, something to do with space and them putting a shuttle or something up into space right now again. So they're talking about it, or the new star program. And so there's something coming in, because they're not showing it to me, but I can see something trying to penetrate through in the collective. Just teachers going back. Interesting. It's going to be an interesting time. Interesting transitions are going to be coming in. So, well, what unexpected thing? I lost my other glasses somewhere. I have no idea where they were. On this, maybe they shouldn't have been, and they fell off somewhere, and I don't know where they fell off, and we can't find them. So I'm wearing my backup glasses. So today, that was kind of unexpected for me. Yeah, interesting energies. So let's get to it. Let's get to this and the readings and who's going to come through. So we have Taurus. So what I do for you all, is that I come over here and I come over to my create banner, and I'm going to put Taurus and scroll it, add banner, and then I'm going to come up here and I erase this. So that people will know what sign I am doing. And I want to show that. And I show that. There we go. Ah! No, everyone's kids too. Oh, okay. Oh, well, Kathy would know. Kathy lives in Manitoba, and she's a teacher's assistant in there. So Taurus. I don't mean to. Taurus, I mean, you got to stop worrying about what everybody else is thinking. You know, this is where it's like, boom, Taurus. This is like a lot of what's going on here, what's going on there, and it's almost where you are sort of like trying to stay your ground, trying to sort of balance everything outside of your own self. So it's everything outside of your fence, and then you're trying to balance all of that outside of your fence instead of looking at, okay, I can't balance everybody else's stuff. I got to look at what I need to balance for me. And this is where it's, you know, you do have friendly aspects that are playing out today while they are having different impact. This sets the scene for a good day to all around. It's friendly. We got Moon and Mars. It's a good day for personal and professional, but I feel then again, you are starting to wanting to balance it all. Third house coming in. So third house is money, potential, learn, local, neighborhood. You know, this is balancing it all, not money. Money's second house. This is about, you know, what does everything look like? How does everything feel? And this is very Gemini, because third house is ruled by Gemini. So you're trying to communicate all of this. You're trying to receive all this information and sort it out. But it's like, I feel like you need to chill. I think you need to sort of sit back a little bit and take a new perspective. We got Juno. Juno's turning direct in your work sector. So this, she's an asteroid, but Juno has thrown her lot in with the big boys in the solar system, and with really putting in a groundswell of influence across income, work, and career front. So she's going forward. So she's coming in and bringing in some new activation for you, which is really beautiful, and trying to get you going. But I feel like you still get, I don't know if it's paranoia. Maybe that's what I'm feeling, is paranoia with you, with, you know, Taurus. And this is where paying attention to your intuition. say you got to pay attention to your intuition. You got the potential to do what it is that you want to do, but there's so much worry on the outside. And you got to come into, good morning, everybody. You got to come into your own love. You and your loved ones. So we just had this new moon. So this new moon is about you and your loved ones are safe. Knowing that everything is safe, everything is fine, you are all good. And, even though you might be feeling overly impacted by the energies around, it's when you start scattering it around, as Archangel Raziel says, take your power back. Take your power back. You have the potential and everything to do what it is that you want to do. This energy in this week offers you opportunity to author a new one. It is one that is going to allow you, if you don't like how things are panning out so far, rewrite your narrative. It's your narrative. Go into your flow, not anybody else's flow. It's like, I have friends who are night owls. And then I have friends who are, that need to have a nap in the afternoon and things. So this is what is your, like, maybe you get your burst of energy at night. Go with it. Maybe you're better at working with a whole bunch of stuff on your plate. And everybody's telling you, like, ooh, chill out. And you're like, but I love this. This is where I thrive. Then go for it. Instead of worrying about other people's shit and worrying about what's everything else is going on out there. Because here comes the 5 of Cups. Oh, woe is me. Look at that. Look at all this stuff that isn't working out. But then we got, look at, there are stuff that's working out, but you don't want to see it. So this is where it's like, could you live happily ever after all? Can you take that in? Can you do it? It's up to you. It's your narrative. You're the one who has to take the power back. If you're not going to take the power back, could cause a lot of issues, and then you could be a little mopey. We don't want a mopey Taurus. A mopey Taurus is not a good Taurus. We want a happy Taurus. So stop worrying about what other people are saying or thinking or doing. Get your shit back. Get your stuff back. And this is what you need to look at, and this is what you need to go for, and do what is right. Do what you need to do, right? And go from there. Wow. Full head of steam for Manitoba. Woo. Full head of steam. There we go. And ooh. Lots of changes coming in, that's for sure. Lots of changes coming in. Here we go. We got Leo is, oops. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Why is that showing? Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties here. Okay. Oh, I know what it is. I don't want this as a ticker. Hang on. Oh, mama. There we go. Hey, I got it. Whew, Leos. Oh, you guys are just confusing me. Leos. Finances are coming in with Leos. So we got the second house a little bit and how that money, a little bit about how your image is. We will have the moon coming into your sign later on this week on Thursday. And it is going to 1, 2, 3, think it looks like it's going to square off, and you got some squaring off to Neptune coming in. So, I mean, with that Leo energy too in the second house, so there might be something that you have to look at when it comes to money and the illusions of what the money is and what that is. So there might be something going on with the money aspect when it comes in for you this week, and how with Neptune there, is there something new that you want to do? Is there some new ideas that you want to do with the money? And looking at your situation, so this is also, it's your, a lot to do with your financial sector. And we have Mars and Sirius coming in too with that alignment that's going to be coming in. It's going to be starting today, but you're going to find that it's going to fuel up by the end of the week. And this can fuel your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination. So look at where you need to pick your financial battles. So there's something to do with finances. Something unexpected could come in this week with your finances. So just make sure that you've gone over them. And Juno in your communication center has been retrograde, and Saturn turned retrograde in your relationship sector. So we have this energy, this huge energy coming in relationships. So when I'm looking at the relationship and I'm looking at the financial sector, it's like, how are you relating to your finances? And how is that finances relating to you? As the Queen of Commitment, and especially, because I got the Queen of Wands coming through to me, and looking at your relationships, Juno's mission. I mean, Juno, beautiful energy. What is your mission when it comes to your relationships? And there's also too with karma. Karma is the tie you share. So there's something in karma that's coming in too for you this week, and who you know and who you meet now can influence a lot to do with your future. So there's something that's going to bridge your gap there, and it has something to do with karma, past karma, or ties that you have with somebody. Second house, finances. Are coming in. What do you value? What's important to you, Leo? What's going in? And this is about business. It could be a business opportunity that's coming in. Some maybe a romantic possibility that's coming in, because sometimes when when proposals are contracts, so what kind of contracts are coming in that could give you an advantage to something new and better. So this could be even on the job front, and looking at the job front. So looking at expanding your karmic circle. Now, karma, a lot of people are like, ooh, karma's so bad. No, karma's not bad nor good. Other people hold your destiny in their hands, whether you know it or not. This important retro cycle is all about friendships, revivals, as well as making new ones. This is also including business and professional. So this is all about new proposals, new energies that are wanting to come in order to create something new for you. And you need to surrender to the divine, surrender it to allow it to happen. Even at, explore new social scenes, even at social distancing, less than 6 degrees. If you can step out of your usual network and connect to people from different professional backgrounds, you're going to find things are going to grow for you financially. You're going to make these new connections in new ways. Mars and Sirius remain together in Mars's ancient ruling house. So this week, 8th house is in the 8th house. That's also about joint finances. So there's a lot of energy that's coming in about finances, and aligning to Uranus is going to bring you into something new and bringing you into that newness when it comes to money and bringing in money. And you got to spread your wings. Whoa! Here comes Ariel. I don't know where that voice came from, but coming in. So unusual, unexpected, yet it's important. So unexpected twists are coming in this week, especially in meeting people, and somebody might have an offering for you there. It could be a work offering. It could be some kind of proposal or business opportunity for you. Be open to it, because there's something to do with some karmic ties that need to be worked through or work with in order for you to create. Because the thing is that if you're not willing to do that, we have the 5 of Pentacles, because that's where I feel it's like, opportunities there. Like they could turn around and go into the church and get help, but they decide to stay on the road and be all pissy. It's your choice. It's your choice, right? We all have choices. And karma is a compass. And with Uranus in here, coming in, and retrograde Venus continues to link you back to something of past, something of that, of past friendships, past something is coming forward. And Mercury is going to meet in with your karmic zone. And we also have the seven sisters coming in this week, which are the Palladians. So we have this energy of the seven sisters. That is our home. That is where, you know, our connection with that of the beyond, our Lemurian energy is coming in through that also. So this is coming in with bringing in a lot of beautiful energy there for you and having this come forth, right? Having this come forth. This is allowing for you to receive what you need to receive. And this is also to help and assist you from, you know, help or assist from people. So take it. You did the same for them. So this is like paying forward. So things paying forward are paying back to you. Things that you've done in good favor for others is coming back to you. So it is a positiveness this week. There's some unusual and unexpected yet important contracts are coming in that are going to unfold for this week. And it's important, my little Leos, that you take your time with this, we got the north nodes in here. Mercury meets up with that north node. That's karma. If you reconnect and meet someone now, this is a fate at work. So this is the fated at work. So this is it's meant to be. Bring it in, allow it to be. Don't be little Miss Pissy or Mr. Pissy, my little Leos. Allow this to come forth in order for you to come into something even better. There's also things to do with your soul and soul secrets coming in. So things that are depths are coming in. The Cancer is going to activate, or they said aggravate. The Cancer moon's going to aggravate energies with you because, you know, Cancer is just before the Leo energy, right? So it's things to do with your past, things to do with past emotions. How are you dealing with your past emotions? How you are connecting with that inner child to create funness and newness in your life right now. So we have a lot going on for your when it comes to money, honey. So who is up next? Who is up next? There we go. We have Scorpio in the house. We have Scorpio. Here we go. Scorpio. All to do with play an inner child. Ooh. Play an inner child. We got a lot of playfulness. We want to get connected to our inner child. We want to get out there, but it's our deepness that we have to get into. Our deep inner child. It is in our depths of our womb that we have to dive into. And this is all opposite with Uranus. So this is bringing in some big changes that are coming in here. Some big changes, something that wants to create something new for you, Scorpio. Create something that is going to bring in some newness, to bring in some fun into your life and get you out of a rut. So I feel like there might be a little bit of a rut going on. So with this, you know, sort of this adventurous lunar vibes that are coming in, and there's some energy coming in from Mars, which is your old ruler, in a playful part of your chart. This is bringing in positive, colorful conditions for you. This is allowing for you to get into those deep recesses and allow, it's almost like cleaning house. It's like a detox, getting away, things that you haven't played with for a long time. Maybe even, dressed, or maybe there's an outfit there that you haven't worn for a while, and it makes you feel sexy and wonderful. So it's time for you to step into it. Ninth house. This is your spirituality. This is about bringing it in for a long journey. So this is really getting you going for a long journey. And with the moon, moon is going to be leaving this part of this adventurous energy that you have. But the planetary activity beginning here in 3 days' time, this soon will be here to stay with things. So there's a busy turn of events for you, Scorpio. So there's something that's coming in that's going to bring you some, where to ensure life isn't all work and no play. Start bringing in the playfulness. This is starting to get into that deepness, that yumminess, that scrumptiousness of you, and allowing that to come in, bringing that beautiful pleasure and joy into your life. So this is an energy that wants to activate and get things going for you, and bringing in spiritual messages. So I feel like it's in that movement. You connect more closely to spirit and going into transitioning. This allows you to move into transitions a lot easier, and it's not holding you back. So in allowing for you, and of course you get your own moon, right? So releasing anything that's holding you back, releasing any of the negativity, so you can step forward into some real scrumptiousness. This is bringing in, some new loves, might stays on hold, but old loves, especially friendship variety, this could provide you an outlet, and something you share with somebody is up for negotiation. So aim for different outcomes, right? Don't continue doing the same old thing over and over and over again. We know that's insanity. So this is state your terms in a new and better way. Allow yourself to say, yeah, this is what I want to do. And especially when you deal with somebody. So if there's somebody there that you're dealing with, this is saying, this is really what I want to do. And know that you're safe to do it. Ooh, look at that. Hunky Archangel Michael coming in. Woo-hoo-hoo. So bring that energy in, bring it on. And what is it you want to create? What is that energy that you want to create with this? What is that? What do you want to go out to do? So bringing that forth will allow for you, new ideas coming forth, looking into your new ideas. This is about heating some passion. There's a lot of heat coming in, and this is getting the clarity on it and bringing something new for you. Ooh, I'm excited about this. So, stay clear of any romance, definitely new romance this week. It won't turn out very well, but anything to do with friendships and bonding with friends would be something that is going to be quite fabulous, right? You'll have to, June, oh, boy. Oh. Now I'm doing Gemini return in the 12th. Very cool. Very cool. Lots of changes coming in. Lots of changes for people. This week has a lot of unexpected twists and turns, but some of it can be very positive if we want them to, right? So if we want it to, we're on Pisces. So if we want to bring in some positive changes, we can definitely do that in our life. But there is some craziness that's happening up in the heavens this week that is going to throw in some new twists and turns. So Pisces. Wow. We got a lot to do with friendships, connections with friends. We have a lot, and with Pisces, with Neptune and Mars in there. So it's about connecting with them. But I feel with that Neptune going off to the moon and making connections with the moon, I think there's going to be something internal that's going to come in for you, Pisces. This is an internal outlook on direction, on where you want to go. And when it comes to, especially when it comes into this friendship house, and coming into dealing with people around you and how you deal with people around you. Don't get too delusional. Don't get too delusional with everything coming in. And Mars is trying to make some direction or headway with you. But you can get caught up in some, it's just like, I feel like kind of pragmatic, I feel you guys are. But I feel there is still this energy because Mars is in some friendly aspects, trying to make things to go forward. But this is for you. Are you ready to channel your passion? Are you ready to bring in that passion and drive and competitive spirit? Are you ready to step into this, into anything that provides easy and inviting access? That is what it's all about. And it's taking advantage of it for you as to bring in romance and creative passion. Even though with Venus retrograde and Venus being retrograde, this isn't for you to start a new romance, but this could be about romancing self, bringing in, having fun. It could be that you just go on a fun date, or just have, maybe you are in a relationship, bringing in some romance within the relationship that you have now. So it is a little bit of bringing in your imagination into this and into this next, in the way it happens once, because the moon is coming, bringing in this energy, and it's going over there, bringing in this energy for you. And as it brings in this energy, and it does this once, about once every 4 weeks, it comes in and it wants to make this energy for you, and it wants to bring in this newness. There are new avenues that can open up, because when we allow ourselves to flow, new opportunities can come in when it comes to business, and allowing things to having that confidence to step out there and do it. Expanding your energy, expanding that newness for yourself, allowing for you to have that confidence and courage to bring it forth. And a time of divine understanding, renewal. There's renewal with this, right? You're radiant, you're attracting, you're out there, it's like almost like you're a sparkly little fish, like a little sparkly mermaid. All your little scales are all nice and shiny and bright and opaletic, and bringing in this beautiful energy now. And it's time for you to go into this deepness of who you want to connect with. Are there deep connections in your life that you want to be with? It's like, don't be afraid to suggest frankly edgy solutions to things. This is where, to pitch those innovative ideas, or make the first move this week. This is about you connecting. And we got Mars and Sirius remain conjunct with this energy for you. And the angel to Maverick is Uranus. It's deal or no deal. You're coming into and being seen and connecting. And this is a wonderful week. If you want to get into starting to write, doing some writing, doing a blog, this is about, doing anything on the internet, connecting with people on the internet. It's not all work and no play. This is bringing in some real ingenuity and innovative way. And if you've been too focused on home and family or domestic matters, it's also time to, almost to, I think, to rectify it if you haven't been, and it's a time to, because family, home, domestic matters, yeah. If you've been too focused there, it's time to rectify it, to move away from it. Like, where are your friends? Contacting people, get them on the FaceTime, message. This is where it's like time to get out. This is fire is burning. The Vesta Virgin is coming in and had to watch, bringing in those sacred fires for you to flame. And if you continue doing or just sort of isolating yourself in many ways, nothing's going to come out of this situation, and you need to step out. Follow the moon cycles. Honor yourself. Notice how the moon is affecting you. Notice how this, Cancer energy is saying, okay, if you're feeling uneasy and you're feeling overwhelmed, life is lived your way. Is life fully lived? Life lived your way is life fully lived. So stepping into that energy of allowing yourself to live into this fullness and allow for your soul to grow. So there's growth in this week. There's connections that need to be made during this week and that are going to get you to go into and come back, to pull back to the roots and allow for you to, those roots are strong, allow for you to get out there and allow your branches to reach out to others. And when you do that, we're going to find a lot of situations are going to be ending for you as you head into more greater light. So this is allowing for things to die away. What no longer serves dies. It's the cycle of life. Things that are no longer in your alignment have to go away, Pisces. And this is going to allow for you to regenerate. And this is going to allow for you to connect. Because out of those roots, I see this big tree and these branches are reaching out. It's like the branches are reaching out to touch the sunlight and saying, here I am. I want to come out. I want to connect. I want to come in. That's bringing in your divineness. That's bringing in your courage and your confidence with this week. So there's a lot of joy and soul growth that lie this week for you. And a lot of beautiful connections that are coming forth for you this week. And I feel it's connecting a lot to do with connecting back with some friends, calling them up, seeing how everybody's doing. So there you go. Oh. Who is next? I like how I can do this. Believe it or not, the next up is Gemini. Do you guys believe that? Gemini's next. See, I bet you a lot of my Geminis aren't tuning in to the very end now. So Gemini, see, you never know. You never know. Well, we still have Mercury coming in there quite strongly, and he's conjuncting that North Node and trying to communicate something new to you, wanting to bring in some new communications, and especially as he opposes Jupiter, wanting to say, hey, what's going on over there? I want to bring in some positive structure into my life. What is it? I need to start doing that. So there's a lot of communication that's happening there for you about really setting up some new foundations and wanting to bring in some new structures. And as well, bringing in the weekend's new moon to a close, the moon's departure from Gemini, which has happened yesterday, has left you with your intuition and instincts and imagination fueled. So there's a fueling there for you. And you have Mercury in your sign. He is your ruler. And he's saying, come on, I'm trying to get you intellectually savvy edge. This is giving you a mix of intuition and logic, imagination and intelligence, allowing for you to come in with this and to connect. In 10 days, we have a lunar eclipse in your relationship sector. And just days after the moon itself will stress test it, a balance between your personal and relationship needs. So there's going to be some testing coming in with all of this too. And the moon wants to give you the communication and allowing for you to communicate what it is, your wants, your needs, your desires. It's getting it out there. I think I love when they say, you've been too quiet, Gemini. Believe it or not, you've been too quiet. And this is about a need of communication lines to be open. So if you've been in a situation where you feel like you've been muffled or you can't say anything, this is a week. This is a week of bringing this in. No more living your life on other people's terms. This is a week, baby. The only person's approval you need now is yours. Follow through and head in the direction of the real you. Stop feeling stuck. Stop feeling stuck. I mean, if you're feeling stuck, then turn around and say, why am I feeling stuck? What am I doing that I shouldn't be doing? What am I doing that is getting me to just be? True self-worth is owning who you are. Owning who you are. Silence those inner doubts. Time to succeed. This is like where you guys have been quiet, oddly enough. Weird. And the energy around you is dutiful. Hesitate. Virgo energy is coming in. Getting things done. Embracing the new daring. Above all, stop worrying about critics or that inner critic for that matter. Stop. You got to stop doing that. There's a new kind of success that is written, and it's only up to you. And it's with Mars and Sirius in your career zone, angling to Uranus in your secretive house, your 12th house. No more kidding around here. If you were still worried about failing, then remember the only way to really fail is to try in the first place. If you're not doing anything, you can't fail. Become your own North Star. You have the 7 sisters of the Palladians shining down upon you. Time to take action. But you're not. You are totally protected in whatever you desire and do. Wow. And you got Vista coming in. So here we come to bring up issues around people pleasing or simply bending yourself out of shape to meet others' expectations. That's so not you. But if that's what you've been doing, you're going to be so bent out of shape that you're going to probably get yourself in the hospital. Start making your practical dreams happen. Putting things down. Let's do it. I mean, in saying that, and with that Taurus energy and that Virgo energy, that's Earth energy coming in. Let's get down to earth. Let's get things working. Let's get things going. But if you're not, you're going to fuck yourself over. And I think there's going to be a few Geminis that are going to be really hurting in some way. Ooh, what kind of dresses were you trying on? So an opportunity to reclaim your uniqueness and brightness this week. You got the counselor card. Okay, and the counselor card is that you are a counselor. You are a very good counselor. People benefit from your guidance and reassurance. But this is also maybe you need to get counseling in some way. Are you trying to figure it all out yourself? Right? And with that, Nine of Cups. One of the best cards in the tarot. Wishes come true. What are you wishing for? What are you hoping for? But you can wish and hope all you want, but if nothing's coming about it, if you're not doing fuck all, then nothing's going to come about it. That's it. We have your ruler, Mercury, is going to remain in your first for a while, for a couple more days. before it heads into Cancer. And once it heads into Cancer, it's going to start slowing down, and then it's going to go retrograde on June 18th. So this is about getting stuff done. Get moving, get going. Stop procrastinating on shit. You know, just before Mercury heads off into your self-worthy Cancer, and that's going to happen on the 28th. So in a couple of days, it will meet the newly arrived North Node for the first time in 19 years. It's going to meet it's going to meet up with this North Node in Gemini for the first time in 19 years. So go back 19 years. What the hell was going on 19 years ago in your life? And the thing is that if you're not doing anything about it, because the thing is that with that energy of 19 years ago, or even 9.5 years ago, it's the same chocolate, different wrapper. Something, you know, it might look really good. It's like looking so different, but it's the same thing inside. So you got to trust yourself with all this. This is about your self-worth. There is an opportunity to reclaim your uniqueness and your shiny brightness, especially if it's being dulled over. So you have this opportunity. This is what I love about astrology. Astrology tells you, here's the energy, go with it. Oh, time to sort of sit back and maybe just sort of be and just sort of watch how things are going to unfold for you for a minute, right? That's the beauty of astrology. So it's telling you, here's the advantage that you need to take. And if you're not going to take that advantage, it's going to disappear. But it's there for you. So don't let anyone else author this for you. Don't let anybody else give you your narrative. Okay? Because if you do, it's only going to be you to blame. That's the thing. We have Aquarius. This is the dawn. You're welcome. This is the dawning of an age of Aquarius. Oh, now I feel like I need to go to sleep. I don't know why. It just hit me. Put up Aquarius, and it's just like, oh my goodness. How many more do I have to do? Do I have to do this? Do I have to continue? Who else do I have to do? It's like Aquarius comes in. It's just like, just feel like napping time. And I'm just like, that's just weird. Getting your energy going. That's what I feel for you, Aquarius. It's getting your energy going, getting things motivating, getting things going. And we do have, Saturn is in there doing its thing in retrograde, leaving, but it's almost where, I just want to get you out and start to sort of move a little bit to bring in some play, and the key to embracing both balance between work and life. So we have some friendly aspects there for you with that moon energy coming in, and then with the Mars in your income sector. So it's a good day for income. It's a good day for job matters, but it's also a taste of things to come. So at the same time, a friendly aspect between the sun in his first full week of, bringing in some positive energy. That's, Gemini is one of your sister signs. So this isn't a case of either or with time in the day to embrace. This is about looking into this energy of Juno and bringing in this, this energy of adventureness for you. But I feel like it's almost like you're waking up after a long sleep and you're like, Aquarius, just like, oh, look at the day. What can I do? And it's like that little fairy that just wakes up. and looking around at the newness of the day. What should I do? And in comes Venus. This is about bringing in some beauty and desire. Maybe a little bit, as you are awakening and as you're getting ready for your day, have a bath and bring in some indulgence for yourself. Maybe it's like, oh, well, I usually just have a black coffee. Well, maybe I'm going to go for something different for myself this morning. Maybe I'm going to go for a chai or something a little bit more spicier, right? So this is bringing in something that you want to bring forward. There's a little bit of old flames could be coming in too. And they might come in a little bit more brighter for you if you're single, if you're you might get a message. Make this, energy really begin to work for you. So that something old just got shiny and new again. Something that maybe you put off to the side is going to come back in some vitality for you. And be prepared. Ooh. Be prepared for this Phoenix energy. It's rising, allowing. So we got Venus, also rules situations which fall under the category of ruling the true heart racing forever kind of love. I mean, she rules that. So maybe there's something there that you've been wanting to embrace in your life, right? And bringing that in, and the likelihood of finding yourself in one or simply falling for someone who cannot and does not deliver over a long term is high during a retro Venus. So someone in your life isn't delivering what it is that you truly want with your desires and your hopes and your dreams, then I feel it's time for you to start looking for what is your hopes and dreams. Phoenix is rising. This is a period of renewal. This is a period of allowing for you to rise above and allowing yourself to do what it is that you truly desire to do, right? And bring that in as I do my hair crazily. Ooh, look at that. Oh, wow. I'll just allow that just to come in a different way. But this is about reviving creative projects, spending time with kids, playing. This is about even entertaining, past friends, past loves, all possibilities this week. It's that, this is about bringing in something that is unique to you and allowing for that to shine. And of course, answers you need are coming in with the Gemini energy. So coming into this fullness of this energy and allowing for you to bring in, is someone exciting you to behave in a certain way, expecting you to behave in a certain way, conform to a stereotype? Is someone saying this is what you have to do? Maybe that's why my hair went up this way. It's just like someone says you can't have your hair that way. And I'm just like, oh, yes, I can. Just watch me. I'm going to do my hair that way because that's the way I feel my hair should be. I want to bring in my uniqueness. That is Aquarius. They don't give a fuck. They'll bring in their uniqueness. If they step into that side, if they step into that side of uniqueness and beauty, it's so wonderful to watch their creative side unfold, right? So bringing that in, bringing in this newness, fostering something. There is also within Mercury travels on to meet the North Node in here on the 28th, and within hours of this will exit to enter its ruling sixth. So news around children, adult children, godchildren, foster adopted children could take you back to 2001 and 2003 if you're old enough. This could be linked to something you begin then, something that may be a project that you began then. Remember, anything that was creative is also your child. You give birth to. Something is coming around for you to bring in that you're awakening to some new indulgence. Oh, and in comes the prosperity. So in this comes in something great for you, but it's you waking up and stepping out of it. It's like, almost, and this is, I get this beautiful image of this cute little fairy of stepping out into this newness, into this day, and just allowing yourself to peek through it. Don't stop it. Don't stop it. You're stopping, it's like, but do I go out there? Should I go out there? Is everything done? Oh my God, am I stepping out of turn? That's not where we want you to go, Aquarius. We want you to know the difference between a pigeonhole and a beautiful dovecote that encloses you, but still allows you to be you. Allows you to be you. So don't allow someone to pigeonhole you. Step out, be that beautiful awakening, be in that indulgence. Indulgence doesn't mean that you take the Visa card out and go spend it. I mean, not everybody's Candace with this. Sorry, Candace. But this is about you stepping into and indulging. It could be having that beautiful bath, going out and basking in the sunlight, taking a walk by the river in a park or somewhere, doing some window shopping, any of that. This is, you could do some, maybe do a little bit of retail therapy if you need to, but you don't have to. But this is stepping back into your newness. There you go, Aquarius. So, for all of you who don't know, my readings are on a sliding scale. So they're so you can pay $50, $90, or $160, or somewhere in between there if you wish, whatever fits your pocket, and book a reading. And so if you have been wanting to get a reading in, I am booking into next week right now. So I do have some openings coming up next week. And so if you are wanting to, Libra, to book in, definitely get a hold of me. And I take e-transfers or PayPal. So you can book in either way or pay either way. We also have, what else do we have this week? Oh, we have the mediumship class coming in. And I'm going to throw it out there. If there's some of you who've taken my old mediumship class and would like to join me for this mediumship class, because I've rewritten it a bit. Definitely, if you want to join me, if you feel like you want to come in and be a part of the mediumship class, and you've taken my mediumship and psychic development class before, and you say, hey, I just need a little bit of a tune-up, or can I just come in and sit for a few classes? Definitely, just let me know and I can add you to the class. All right. And we also have the divination class. I am so looking forward to that. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. And the intuitive shamanic class, it's 4 weeks. We work with the 4 directions. And each week we bring in a new element, and you work with that element for that full week. And then we go into the next element and you work with that element for the full week, and so forth. So we bring in the 4 elements. And working with them. So that's what the shamanic class is. And the divination class that we're going to be having it's 6 weeks, might be 8, but we'll start off with 6. We do tarot. We do 1 week tarot, oracle, tea leaf reading. I talk to you about bone casting, scrying, runes. So we bring in different forms of divination. And we go through it each week. So you get a taste of what each one is, and you might trick something and might say, hey, I really want to do that. So Libra, oh, Libras. Oh. The Astro Juno has come to a standstill, but in a perfect place at a perfect time. And Juno has to come to a standstill in order to turn direct tomorrow. And that could lead to feelings of stuck, but a friendly aspect to the sun. So with Juno there, I feel like it's like Yeah, it does. Yeah, I just, because I want to turn and it does feel stuck. You do feel kind of stuck. And even though the sun is coming in, it's like trying to unfreeze you with everything. And the 11th house is coming in and it's going to grant you wishes. What are your social occasions? What your luck and friendship? So what is that? So what's coming in for your friendship? What's coming in for associations for you? So this is bringing in where you can, with enough support in order to make the most of the doors still open to the past and second chances. So there's things that are coming in that are going to bring you some new advantages, new chances, opportunities that are going to come forth for you. So it's going to bring in some really, they said jazzy stuff. This is allowing for you to bring in big dreams and experiences as well as people. So meeting somebody new. So you might be meeting somebody there at your job or out there at the store. It's going to give you that opportunity, that freshness, that allowing for you to meet. What I love about Libras will go up and talk to people. Like on average, I've seen them do that. I've seen Libras just go up and say, hey, you know what? I admire you, or hey, it's so great to meet you. You know, that's all I just want to say. It's not like they're trying to it's just like they see somebody and it's like, well, what other opportunity am I? So they for instance, they see somebody that they admire. So it could be, say it's Tony Robbins. And it's like, wow, Tony Robbins, this is in Safeway, man. And it's like you come in and you're at a safe distance, social distancing, and say, hey, man, I really admire you. And I love what you do. And I love how you go around feeding people and feeding and looking out for people, for other people. I really love that. I admire you. My name is so-and-so. And I'm so happy to just see you here today. Have a fabulous day. Hope one day we can meet again. That's it. You just made an opportunity. You created something new. That's what I mean for Libras. It is a freshness. It's getting you to restructure, revisit in your life a fresh relevance. And this is what it comes into when you start to work smarter, and it's allowing for you to be that lion and harness that energy of what it is. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently, allowing for that Libra energy to exude all parts of you and bring that in. And it's time to give rather than take. So this is where it's like this coming out and saying, here I am. I'm here to create, to be a part of, and bring that energy of creation around you. This is for you. It's like bringing in, and it's like you got this energy within your work and career area where this is a time you have the means to walk the talk. Come out, show brightly, do what you do. And as you do this, you know what to do. Here comes Uriel. Trust your inner knowledge. Trust and act without delay. Get out there. Be that beautiful social butterfly that you are, Libra. And you're going to find things are going to come together. There's going to be people acknowledging you, seeing you, wanting to say, hey, I like to be with you. Hey, oh, wow. Hey, you met your person and said, hey, you know what? I'm doing such and such tomorrow night. I'm doing, it's a private function. Do you want to come? You get a private invitation to something that you didn't even expect because you are just being your vibrant, beautiful self. And you're allowing for things to come together for you. You're taking advantage of what you want to take advantage of. And that's the beauty of this energy for you, Libra. It's like other people say, don't go talk. Well, that's Tony Robbins. Don't go talk. Hey, Tony, how you doing? Hey, Bob, it's so wonderful to meet you here. Or mentioning to someone, wouldn't it be nice if I met so-and-so? I would love to work with so-and-so. Hey, I know them. I'll connect you. But no one's going to know if you don't say anything. Allowing your wishes and your dreams to come true. Libra, this is your time to get unstuck. This is your time to move. This is your time to allow yourself to just shake things up and allow things to create something fabulous for yourself. There you go. It's a good week for you, Libras. Very good week for you. Bringing in that uniqueness is something you guys are good at. You have a fabulous gift of gab, and that's really a beautiful thing, Libras, is having that beautiful gift of gab. So honoring your gift to gab. Aries, we are doing Aries. Aries. I just felt like I had to do that. Aries. I feel like it's like Hercules. Aries. Hercules is coming in for you. So I feel like we've got to get rid of that thing. It's just bugging me. This energy for you, Aries, is I got Hercules. Hercules coming out there, doing his thing. It's like in the cartoon of Hercules, the Walt Disney cartoon, he was a fumbling young man who was trying to find his way, had no idea who his father was, until one day he was told that he was that of the gods. But the only way to come back there, he had to be a hero. And being a hero means not necessarily going out there and doing things just because. Yes, helping other people and is a wonderful thing. But if you're just helping people for the recognition, that's not all what I've read is all at the bottom. It's scrolling across. This is where, did I get a Hercules ring? Yes, you did get a Hercules ring. This is about, because you have a friendly aspect between the sun and in this first full week in your communication sector. And this energy of Hercules is about discovering, this is what I truly love. This is what I truly want. And, in her last full day in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, it's better timing, bringing in that this is really what I truly want. This is really what I love, and bringing in, and this is about truly looking into unsaid words, a voice, but it's bringing in additional resources at hand. This includes having Venus, the planet of love, in retrograde motion in your communication sector, and Mercury, the planet of communication, of really going down into the deep recesses of saying, this is what I truly want. I don't just want to be recognized for whatever. I want to be able to do so many other things in my life. This is what makes me, this is what drives me. This is what brings beautifulness and energy in for me. And especially with Juno is still a friendly aspect to the sun. And, Juno's really making a lot of energy this week. She is that of bringing in, the summer, bringing in that freshness. She is one that brings in that of relationships of all kinds. And the tides are turning on the relationship front. And you turn to face the future. It is with the sun shining on your relationships, bringing in communication. Now, Venus, even though that she's retrograde motion in that it's for 4 weeks, continues to give you a lot of things that need to be said, a lot of things that maybe that you need to work on or release from unsaid words of a voice, unsaid words from a voice. It's like I got a well and these voices are coming up, your voices from the deep recesses of the well coming up, and you're taking them and you're saying, yes, they need to be said and I need to release them. No longer do I need to have those at the bottom of my well. I need to release it all. And knowing and placing assured self-worth, come from a place of your self-worth. This is where you are. This is about bringing in and standing in that positive energy and bringing in for that. You're touching destiny. You're touching that energy. And I'm hanging on to the moon here. It's your intuition. Bringing in that inner responses, bringing in that coming in. I feel like it's just coming up and coming out and allowing, this is where I want to be. That's your Hercules. The Hercules of allowing you to stand there and say, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter what everybody else expects. This is what I expect. This is what I want for me. It doesn't matter what anybody else is expecting or anybody else wants from me. This is what I want from me. This is allowing for me to see what I need and allowing me to soar to where I want to soar in order for me to get the clarity of what? I mean, so many people tell you so many things and you're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just stop. I don't need that. This is going in and touching. There's a touch of destiny at work and it's at your doorway right now. And I feel it's like, don't let pride get in your way. That's Hercules as a young man. That pride of look at me, look at what I can do. I can lift the bigger boulder than anybody else. It's coming into and saying, no, this is what truly means to me. Yeah, it's great. I can lift that boulder, but I can do so many other things too. And stepping into that energy of saying, yeah, this is my energy. This is my flow. This is where I want to spend my energy. This feels right to me. And with this, listen, clairaudience comes in. Notice the loving guidance that you hear. Bring in your clairaudience. If you're not understanding the clairaudience, get into my mediumship and psychic development class that's starting up this Thursday. We talk about the clairs. We bring in the clairs, starting to step into and hearing what you need to hear. Hearing and listening. You can hear it and listen to it. Hear it. I can hear a lot of things. I can hear my husband out there. I can hear everything. I can hear stuff going on outside, but I'm not listening to it. But when I'm quiet, I can. So this is where keep your eyes on details. The other on the prize. Travel back. Maybe there's something in the past, bringing in some new beginnings, destiny-driven decision. We're in retrograde season, so things from the past are coming up. Things that maybe I forgot I could do, I can do now. So we have with Mars and Sirius are co-joined in your soul secrets. And it's angling over to Uranus, bringing in something new. There's a shift that's coming in. A shift around cash, a shift in that area to your advantage, bringing in that advantage and allowing for you to have that advantage and taking a step in a new direction, looking at things in a new way, allowing for yourself not to be stuck in the old. And sometimes, hanging from the tree, it's great. Hang from the tree, but how long do you want to hang from there? And keep on looking at, this looks different, until you say, I got to trust my intuition. I know I'm safe, and I'm going to go forward. I'm hearing what I need to hear in order for me to go forward in a new way. You got the power. You got the power to do this. And this is freedom is always its goal. And this begins with knowing your true worth. Trusting in your true worth, trusting in what's coming forward for you. This is where it's like power rules in the sky this week for you. And no matter what your gender is, power is there. Mercury and its ruler. This is, it meets up with the Gal Pal Vesta in here. So there's so many levels that are coming in for you of bringing energy in for you to move forward in a new way. As I said, this is, there's some crazy energies that are coming in this week. And if there's opportunities that open up for you, take them. Don't just sit. Take them. Right? Go forward on something new. Allow yourself to go forward on something new. Don't just sit around and expect someone else to do it for you. So, and the nodes know, and they're involved here this week. And with Mercury meeting up with the North nodes, this is bringing in a focus down to your home and your emotional and your physical security, looking at what that is and allowing yourself to let go and go onto a new path. So there's a lot that's happening here for you this week, Aries. A lot of new opportunities, a lot of things that are getting you to go forward on and to move forward and know what is valuable to you, right? Using that energy. Use the energy of Hercules and go forward. Love that. So, hope everybody's doing well out there. Looks like another beautiful day here in Calgary. And there's some normalcy seeming to come back in the world, or whatever normalcy is. But remember, there can be some crazy twists and turns that come in. So as we head towards Cancer, well, the moon is there for you. The moon is in full blossom in your sign, home, making aspects over there to Jupiter. So Cancers, this is like looking into what you are desiring. This is your 12th house, but there's a lot of secrets. There's secrets you don't want to tell anybody. So, and plus it's the first time there's been no nodes there. So the moon is making an ordinary monthly visit to Cancer, one that allows you to check in and get your bearings, every 4 weeks. Great timing, and the information is giving you access to that makes this visit extraordinary. And it's also important to make time to hear yourself think, taking some time, and it's the first time since, in 18 months. So this is to accumulate knowledge and information, allowing you with this chance, to prepare for Mercury's return to Cancer in 3 days' time. Because when Mercury gets in there, it's going to just cause a little bit of a raft, and with the final days of, with Cancer, with the moon finally moving out of Cancer and going into Leo, this is going to bring in different aspects for you. And this is going to bring in a clash with both planets in your relationship sector. So when it comes to communication, something to work with when it returns to your sign in 2 days. So this is really, looking at how you are communicating with others, your home, your family, your roots. How are you communicating with everybody? Are you being the truth, or are you being that doormat and everybody's walking all over you? With this energy, with the moon's friendly aspect to dreamy Neptune in the adventurous part of your sign, imagination, Mars has returned to help you to bucket list, to get going, to really hunker down and say, no, I'm not going to be a doormat anymore. I'm not going to allow people to do things to me that I don't want them to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. And allowing myself, so learning from the past, but no, you don't have to repeat it. So this is time to head towards, the new, the untied, and the unexplored, going forward. Be generous, and success and emotionally fulfilled are yours. So bringing in some success, bringing in things that you are desiring, what you are soulfully desiring, allowing for that energy to come in for you. And it is important that, I feel like I just keep on getting you as a doormat. It's important for you not to be the doormat. It's important for you to not to do things the same old way. It's to choose a new way of how you are dealing with your family, how you are dealing with that and those friends around you, so that you can achieve your goals. Here comes the gibbous moon. Achieving, you are very close to achieving your goals. But maybe your friends or your family or somebody there is chirping at you. And I know Cancers, they'll shut right down. Oh, I don't want to upset them. I mean, you're a cardinal sign. But yes, you can be ooey gooey and very emotional. But you got that hard outer shell. You can go forward and do what it is that you so desire and dream about. There is a bond here for you, Cancers, with children. So, I'm looking at children and children who are sensitive. You're one of them. You're one of these children who are very sensitive to the energies and the people around you. So you really take things very personally, and especially I feel like, for those with a Cancer moon, this can be very harsh for you. This can be a lot of harsh energy. And it's for you to head into that fresh direction and trust your intuition and going forward and trying something new. But sometimes it takes a lot because, history doesn't have to repeat itself. Opportunities knocking for you right now to try something new. And dare you leave this and discover what's out there. I got a Cancer moon and a Cancer ascendant. I get this. So in order for me to try something new, here I am. I'm going on. I've been drinking like 420 ounces a day of water. Creating something new. I ordered some to start a cacao ceremony for myself. So that's on order. I got some new vitamins and everything from a company I signed up for is coming in. So changes are happening. But sometimes when you have to sit there and wait for them, it's like, but look at what you can do now. Right? Look at what you can do. There's a path of freedom and learning that's coming in for you. There's opportunity. The past is a place to learn from, not live. You don't have to live there. 2 of Cups. You don't have to live on the old contracts or the old ways or the old, this is the way you should be doing. This is, you don't have to be emotionally trapped in the past. You don't have to be emotionally trapped in somebody else's scenario. This is about take what you have learned from the past and move forward. The opportunity around you to make new ones. This is about you doing to release yourself from it, taking chances and allowing for you to do something new in your life. The opportunities, are there, but it's like if you're stuck and you're like, oh, I don't want to upset Sally or I don't want to upset Dougie. Like, fuck Sally and fuck Dougie. The thing is that when you change your narrative, when you change your direction on where it is that you want to do, some of them aren't going to like it. And that's too bad. Because they're so used to you doing everything upon their path. And now you're going on your path and doing your thing. This is you creating your light and allowing your light to shine. Right? This is what it is. Like I have, one of my girlfriends, she loves to be busy and loves to do things. I had a girlfriend who would stay up till 2, 3 in the morning baking and cooking and stuff like that. She loved it. And then once the kids got up and they went to school, she'd have a nap. She can function on very little sleep, right? And that was just her. That's what she loved to do. That, and once she embraced it, she found that she was more productive, she was happier, she was more fulfilled, and found that, I really don't love my husband anymore. I've been trying to hold this all together because everybody says I'm supposed to hold this together, but I don't want to hold this marriage together anymore. This isn't what I want. And changed her whole thing and got a job and she became a teacher's aide. She, her husband, agreed. It was a very... where he went on his direction and she went on her direction and their partnership became even stronger. But she stepped into her narrative. She stepped into what it is that she needed. She stepped into the opportunities around her to make new ones and released the old and released what no longer stood in her way. Very unusual for a Cancer. But once a Cancer decides to do something, they will do it. It's taking those little steps and going into a new way, going into a new direction. And allowing yourself to do that. So it's a big week for you, Cancers. Those North Nodes are gone. It's your choice. It's your right to choose. Choose, baby. Choose, baby. Make something new for you, my dear little Cancers. Just 1 second. I gotta 1 second. 1 sec. I'm coming back. Whew. Can you guys? Oh. There we go. Oh. Capricorn. Capricorn. Here we go. Whew. My family's so strange. There we go. Capricorn. Wow, we got some untapped potential that I feel that's coming in because I got someone tapping on me. So untapped potential. And this is coming in with your income. And thank you, Dana, coming in with your income and work and career. So there's a lot to do with that. Juno is also coming in very strongly for you in a new direction. South nodes aren't there. So you got Jupiter and Pluto in there very strongly. So full Jupiter, Pluto all on. Let's make those changes. And especially when it comes to your fortune with what you are wanting to do, where you are wanting to go. Saturn in your income sector for another 5 weeks. And then the tides turn into your career front. But there's, with that Jupiter and Pluto being there and then opposite the moon, especially right now, is really like emphasizing something new and getting you to really create and start to put down the fence, dig the holes, putting the fence posts in. This is really putting things in for you and putting those fence posts in. Scorpio's coming in, fence posts. So that's about borders. That's about really this intense energy that's coming in. It's magical. It's fabulous, but it's very secretive. This is it's like almost where you're out there in the field and someone's like, well, why is he putting a fence up there? Is there something going on? That's my thinking. That's a voice for my thinking. I get a southern accent. It's like, what's going on? He's putting a fence. Boy, he's gonna be putting up a pretty big fence. So maybe there's something that you need to protect. Something that's coming in about protection this week that you need to protect. And so this is about you doing this, and it's direct, and you're speaking up about it. And this is where there's a new understanding between you and another, and you break you free from restrictions. It's breaking you. So that's where this fence is like saying, this is it. I'm breaking free from these restrictions. I ain't going to be sitting here anymore. I don't want this anymore. This is mine. And don't be afraid to suggest a novel solution to an old idea. This is like, no, this is the way it needs to go. It's better that we go along this way. And maybe this fence is showing a new pathway or getting people to go into a new way in order to show them something else and bringing that direction in. But, you don't have to tell everybody the whole plan at the beginning. You don't have to say, diddly squat, none. Say it say it the way that you want to. This is releasing whatever restrictions that have been placed upon you. And maybe that's part of where that fence has to come in, is that people are put other restrictions on you and you're saying, no way. This is what I want. This is where I want. Ooh, coffin comes in. It's a natural ending. Coffin, ending, things are dying away. So there's a death that's coming in. You got to take care of your health. So maybe there's been a lot of things being put upon you and you're just like, nah. But don't be afraid to suggest a solution that's both daring and new. That's very un-Capricorn, but that's very much with Jupiter and Pluto in there saying, what else can we do? What is newness? What direction can we go into? How does that feel? And this is sometimes we have to lay our cards on the table and be honest about our feelings and how we want to approach things. How do we want to do things? Powerful changes. And just think, we are coming into eclipse season. The next moon is going to be a full moon lunar eclipse, then a solar eclipse, then a lunar eclipse. Three. That is just, we don't get that. 2, yes, not 3. So this is bringing in a lot of power for you in talking and opening up your future and opening up new points. This is about you taking a new way and even an opportunity to promote yourself with this, allowing yourself to really come into that true essence and putting the fence up however you want. This is yours. I got these great, big, beautiful fence posts, but they're strong and they're big and they're round and it looks like, I don't know what kind of tree. It could be an oak tree and it's all peeled off. And then you got the slat wood going across. And that's how I want it. I want a slat here on opposite sides so that it's like almost where you're allowing for things still to move through. You're not totally restricting things. You're still seeing some other opportunities that you can take advantage of. But this is tying up loose ends there too for you. So this is a real powerful week. And you are a beloved one. We got Archangel Chamuel coming in, helping you with spiritual soulmates and relationships. So there's a lot of healing that's coming in for you this week. And the healing is about allowing things to end. That's healing for you, and that's healing for the other person. Sometimes we hang on to things that we should no longer hang on to. Why? Because it's just like, well, it's what I always did. And I always did. And I always do it that way. And it's like, no. Isn't there another way you'd like to do it? Yes. And allowing it to end is allowing, if it's a relationship, allowing that person to go on their divine path and you go on your divine path. Doesn't mean that maybe that path will meet up again. Maybe it won't. Maybe this is allowing for you both to go into your new heights of where you need to go. This is allowing a project to let go that you've been trying to work on, and it ain't fucking working. Gotta let it go in order to allow for the new love and joys and emotions to come in. Holding on to the past is not a good thing. Yes, we know you got everyday responsibilities and you got things that you got in a routine and well-being. But this is bumping into Vista in here. And she's saying, have you taken on too much? Are you overloading everything? What is on your cart? Why is there so much stuff on your cart? Do you need all of this stuff? Is some of this you can pick up somewhere else? Take what you need. Why are you being bombarded with all of this? This is, if something needs releasing, this is a good time to do it. Release, let go. If especially if it feels confined or draining you, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Go out there, right? And you're going to find that, conversations are going to come in and that you're going to be able to open up and you're going to be able to speak your mind this week and you're going to be able to create something even better for yourself. Sometimes, it's funny, Capricorns sometimes don't like confrontation. This is the way we done it. This is all we did. Okay, yeah. But you see something new and innovative, stand up and allow it to come in. Allow that energy to come forward for yourself so that you can bring in something new and innovative for yourself. This is like where you got to break free of the restrictions. And that's with Jupiter, Pluto in there right now. It's like break free. They're retrograde, but it's allowing for you to say, hey, I don't have the South Node here anymore. That no one here restricting me, holding me back from old shit. Time for me to move forward. Allowing me to move forward and doing that. Who is up next? Yes. Coming into the... Now, I'm starting to do, believe it or not, I'm starting to do the July tarot horoscopes. So if you need to order your tarot horoscope, and what is a tarot horoscope? Tarot horoscope is where I do a monthly reading specifically for you, for your sign. And so I do a reading telling you about the energies of the month for you, for that sign. I review a little bit of the previous month. And then I do a tarot reading at the end for you. It's $40. If you are wanting to order one, definitely get your name on the list. I have opportunities for new people to come in on it. I have now restricted how many people I do each month for the tarot horoscope. So if you are interested in getting your tarot horoscope done and you want to order it, if you want to order 6 months of it, or if you want to order 3 months of it, I can give you a special discount on that. So just get a hold of me. I have availability for 4 people. So 4 people. I have availability for the tarot horoscopes for only 4 people. So 4 spaces opened up for July. So if you are interested in getting your tarot horoscope, definitely get a hold of me. As I said, I only do this a limited amount for people because it's a lot of work for me to do. I did at one time. I had like 40 people on the list, and that took up like a lot of my time. And so now I'm just like, I have a certain amount of people. That's it. I have people who've bought through the auctions. They've bought 2 years worth. I got a couple people signed up for all of 2020 and most of 2021. So just letting you know, if you are wanting to get your tarot horoscope, let me know, and we can get you on the list and get you for your July tarot horoscope. I know we haven't even hit June, but the June ones are all out and done, and I'm working on July now. Crazy, unexpected energies are coming in over the next months. We had this fabulous energy that was coming in just before this new moon, and now we're coming into some really crazy energies that are going to be bringing in some unforeseen energies and information and changes, kind of like we're entering into a science lab. And some experiments are coming in, and information coming in about experiments. Could be good, could be bad. Doing experiments can be kind of fun. Making a volcano is great. Vinegar and baking soda. So, so let's go. Sagittarius. Oh. What do we have for you this week, my lovely Sagittarius? It's time for a new beginning, but it's time to work what you have in new and frankly innovative ways. Something old could set for new beginnings. So we have things to do with history, and history doesn't have to repeat itself if you don't want it to. So this is about no regrets. This is about rebirthing. This is about new energies. This is about how, new beginnings have their roots in your past. So we have your ruler. Your ruler is retrograde, and Venus is retrograde. And this is not the time for new love, or enter into new financial arrangements at all. Do not be entering into them, because there's going to be something there that is going to not be the way, or when they go forward, you're going to be fucked up the ass. Sorry, I had to say that, but that's the only way I could say it. Or maybe, anyways, I said it. So also keep an eye on your spending and avoid impulse buying. So instead, use this time to work with what you have rather than what you want. Work with what you love. Work with what you love. This is what the Sag is coming in. The first house, what people see and the impression. So bringing in your first impression. This is who I am. This is what I want to work with. This may turn out to be more than what you think if you stop to do a talent stocktail. So we also got a side hustle or doing something original or unique to you. You could. Mars and Sirius is coming in with Uranus in your daily work and duty sector. So Uranus is also about turning things in, turning things around. So bringing something new or something old into something new. So light bulb moment information might come in. Love moves with you, so don't look back. So don't spend too much time over regrets. Don't, over things that didn't work. That's fine. Anything from the one that got away, or if you got regrets about old loves or old things or old partnerships, bye-bye. Let them go. So this is bringing in where there's, if you do, look at patterns. Is there a pattern that you are repeating with people? And what is that pattern? And what does that look like? And what does that feel like? So it's bringing in patience. Slow down. Take a new look. Clear your mind. Clear your energy. Whew, 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 whew. Let it go. Bringing in new opportunities for you and allowing for them to happen. And show the world the real you. Here comes the Aquarius. Aquarius energy and Sag energy is fun. right? When I have people like an Aquarius and a Sag get together, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of ingenuity. There's a lot of things that are happening with the two of them, and bringing that energy there. So we've got that fire and air, of course. It's like that Sag is bringing in some newness, right? With the Aquarius. So Aquarius is like, yeah, we're going to do it this way, and Sag just brings in something new and hopeful and saying, hey, what about this over here? And Aquarius is like, are you sure? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So bringing in something, that is, it's like almost where they pull something out of the hat, and it's something like, oh, well, I haven't seen that for a while. Well, let's polish it up and see what we can do with it. So bringing that in, and as you do it, you definitely have patience. So we have double patience here. So Sagittarius is like, yeah, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Have patience, have patience, 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 patience. It's coming in. Taking that time, allowing for you to get things going, getting your dreams blossoming. It's like planting a seed and saying, where is my tree? You just planted the seed yesterday. Let's wait. It's going to grow. Let it take root. Let things happen. Right? Let's bring that in. And this is where it's allowing for you to reflect on how your heart has evolved, how things have evolved, how you want to work things and get it together. And you can look at it and you might say, hey, that didn't work so well. And this is where that Aquarius energy says, come on, let's go over here. Try it this way. Try it this way. And we're going to bring in this for long term. So bringing that in, because that is going to bring you into a new foundation. So there is a lot of releasing this week, but there's a lot of movement of you don't look back. Don't look back. It's like, yeah, I'm going to release this, but I don't have to move back into it. I don't have to go back into that old energy. I can look at it. I can allow it. I have the patience to slow down, to change my attitude, to clear my mind in order to allow for my dreams to really come to fruition. And look at what needs to be nurtured in my life at this time, what needs to be nurtured, what needs to be brought in to me at this time. And that for you, Sag, is like so important, because you can get very frayed. And this is all about, because the south nodes are there, you're going to find that there are going to be restrictions being put over you on the next 18 months, where you're not going to be able to move as much as you want to move, or travel as where you used to travel. So you're going to find some restrictions being put upon you. So, and with these restrictions and with this energy, it's like, well, they're restricting me here, but they're not restricting me over here. I can go over here. I could do it over here. I could do this. So, with restrictions that are going to be putting upon you, you got to look at situations and events and look at them in a new way. That's why the patience and stepping back is so important, so that you can allow for things to blossom and you can see things in like a new way. So it's like almost where when you stand up on a chair and you look at the room, and the room looks so differently when you stand up on the chair. It's like, wow, whole different view than if you're down there. And even, when I remember when baby proofing my house, which actually didn't really work because my kids really figured it all out. But baby proofing my house was I had to get down on the ground to get to their level to see things in a new way. Right? You got to see things in a new way in order for releasement to happen, in order for you to be seen in a new way too. And don't be hiding yourself. So this is going to evolve your heart. This is going to be allowing for you to time to ask if there's any missed opportunities come back to you, and if you want them. That's the other part. Do you want them? There you go. Love it. And lastly, they haven't been lost in a long time. We have the lovely sign of Virgo coming in. Lovely Virgos. Here we come, Virgos. Woo, Virgo. I think that's it. Have to double check my box. Virgos. What is happening with you? The moon's coming in here on Saturday. This all comes into your inner self and your family and how you want to relate to others. We have this energy of, I feel like it's I don't know. I feel like some of you Virgos have been really pissy out there lately. And being very judgmental. I got a lot of judginess coming in with some of you Virgos. But this is bringing in, with the sun here in the first full week in Gemini, and with, of course, Juno's there too, as I've been saying. And this is coming in, maybe it has to do with your income and feeling not so, I guess, maybe judgy on yourself or judgy because of the way things have been happening in the world. But your income sector, there's confidence that are coming in, and it's a timing, there's this auspiciousness coming in there for you. So this is a second chance and untapped potential across income, work, and career fronts. So there's some untouched information that's coming in here. And there's some new resources that are coming into you. But the thing is that you got to act upon it. You can't sit there and mull upon it, say, well, maybe, I don't know. It sounds like a good idea, but I don't know if I'm good enough. Do I have the confidence? Do I have the money? Do I have this? Do I have that? Going through your little mantra in your head. This is about you need to take center stage and your ability to play in the same league, ability to get up there with the big boys and say, yeah, that's where I want to go. Vesta, home. Yes, sacred home, spiritual center. Finding that quiet dignity, standing up and saying, I want to do this. Juno, comes into this energy and really wants to bring in some new income potential for you. But you got to be able to do the work with it, right? So how the world sees you may shift and change this week. There's some real shifting in here. Status setting moves for the future can be made. This could affect your job title or even a personal one. So we got a lot of things that it's how you are seen, how was that confidence, and stepping out into your confidence of you, right? There's no labels, no pigeonholes here for you. Make the world sit up and take notice of who you are, and and not be so judgy of it. Status defining shifts may turn places this week. So this can affect your professional status. This title on your business card, or even your status as Mr. or Mrs. or Mr. and Mr., whatever it is, how you want and need. This is important. What do you want? How do you want it? This is looking into how you want and what you want. Your angels are guiding you and protecting you upon this journey. So stepping out of this, no matter which way the shifts occur, release is its intention. And also know that you are far, far more simple a title. So Mars and Kira, this is about change. This is changing things up for you this week. Getting you to change, getting you to look at things in a new way, your profession, your relationships, all of it coming into something new and bringing some fiery energy. Here comes Aries, right? Aries is cardinal. Here we come. Let's make these changes happen. Let's bring this newness in for you and allow for you to be able to step into your sacredness, knowing that you're totally protected in all of this. I think sometimes where I feel this judginess is coming in is part of your insecurities, part of who you are, with those deep insecurities that you may have and that judging that you have upon yourself. So this is really looking at, there's gifts from God that are coming in, but in order, you have to be opening your arms to receive them. You can't be stuck and looking at things in the same way. Uranus is bringing you opportunities and expansion, wanting to expand things for you, wanting you to look at things in new ways. But again, it's up to you. If you restrict yourself and you keep on going into the same pigeonhole and staying there, it's going to just keep you there. But here comes the sun. So you got so much opportunity, but it's almost where you want somebody to write out the whole plan step by step for you. Do this, do this, do this, do this. And it's like, no. You want to be doing something set it in motion. You want to paint, go buy paint and paintbrush and a canvas. You want to create something new, a new career. Maybe you're going to be, you want to do junk removal. Well, okay, I just need a pickup truck and I'll just start, letting the neighbors know this is what I'm going to start doing. Making that shift, just doing it. Sometimes you don't need the step by step, but you're trying to make up the excuses that you do. So this is like, finding that balance point of what is right for you, looking at your long term, stating your long terms with you, showcase your destiny. This is a lot of real positive, beautiful energies that are coming in. We got gifts of God. We got the sun shining upon you. We got Vista coming in. The angels are protecting you. We're giving you fire. Get your ass out there. Get going. But it's up to you, Virgo. Here you go. It's like, here's Santa Claus is coming. You asked for all of these gifts. Here they are. And then you say, oh, but can somebody else unwrap them for me? And can they put them away? And then can somebody try on that outfit that I wanted for me? No, it's yours. You do it. You unwrap it. You create it. You allow this is actual beautiful potential that's coming in, that's helping you to live all the potential now. And it's so important for you to start doing it now. And it's just so open there for you, and it's so beautiful there for you. So don't be all bitchy on yourself, and don't get yourself in your own little bitchiness and your own little mode. Open up to this. This is going to be a good week. Yeah. As I said, there's some energies that are going to come in that in the collective that are going to be some turning points for all of us. But I think with those turning points that are going to come in, it's going to bring in something greater for us all. And, for you, Virgo, there's something really fabulous coming there. I think for all of us. And it's, a lot of you guys know there's energy there to kick you guys in the ass and get you going, and you have a feeling to do something, do it. North Node, Mercury meeting that North Node this week is really going to create a lot of newness for a lot of people. And we're going to have, do you want to sit in the old? If you are, if you're old enough, 2001, 2003, think about that. Man, I ran my own business back then. Another business. It was a scrapbooking store. But I had people around me that weren't honest. But I trusted them, even though I knew I shouldn't trust them. So this is now coming in saying, no, I'm trusting myself. I'm doing what I want to do it and how I want to do it. Nobody's going to tell me. I can listen, but that doesn't mean I'm going to do it unless it feels right for me. So this is stepping in this week, guys, to some real positive energies. Before we head into some of the eclipse season, I know there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of emotion for everybody. There's going to be some emotional outbursts happening around for a lot of people. And you may not be having it, but other people might be, and you might be just around when it happens. So sending you guys out so much love. Yay. Thank you so much for joining me for my intuitive astrology readings, and go out and have a blessed day, everybody. And yes, if you want to book an appointment, get in. I'm starting to book into, I have a few places next week available, and then going into June. Also for the tarot horoscopes, only 4 spots available for the tarot horoscopes. If you want to sign up they're $40 a month if you want to do it individually, but if you want a package, get a hold of me and I can make a deal with you. Make a deal. I love making deals. So we can make a deal. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you do and all that you say and all that you be. Blessed be everybody, and enjoy. And don't let anybody distinguish your flame. Blessings. Bye-bye.